Oh, you know the really old games? Um, I played my very first FPS game on PC, and it was called Combat Arms from Nexon. I don't know if you guys remember that game, but I played Combat Arms at the time. And funny story to that actually. So when I was a little fishy, I played MapleStory. MapleStory was my main MMORPG game at the time. I was pretty sweaty at that game. Even when I was a little fishy, like I was committed to that. And when I was playing MapleStory, I was being dumb and I spammed. I spammed in the chat because I was saying, please fame me. If you played MapleStory, you would know that reference. But basically, I said, fame please, and then I spammed the @ symbol to cover my speech bubble entirely. And I was spamming it, and then the next day when I logged on to MapleStory, I got banned for 3 months. So, yeah. And apparently all of my stuff was ruined on MapleStory for some reason. I think all my stuff disappeared after I came back to it after 3 months later. But going back, when I found out that I got banned, that's when I discovered Combat Arms. I was like, okay, I'm banned from my favorite top game. What do I do now? So, I went on Nexon and I downloaded Combat Arms, which is, you know, an FPS game. And then that's when my FPS career path started, and I was actually pretty popular in that game. This is embarrassing to say, but since there wasn't a lot of like female players in that game, I was a little bit more popular in that game, and I mostly played the zombie mode that they had called Quarantine Region, and my top skill was using explosives only in the zombie mode. So yeah, that's where I learned my parkour and speedrunning skills. Yeah. But it was funny. Are you sure you want to continue? Oh, I'm not exposing myself. I wasn't even that. I wasn't that popular. Like, I wasn't known, but I was like, kind of. Not really. You wouldn't even remember who I was. There were so many people on that game. But you know. I think it's safe to tell this story because nobody knows who I am. But that's my FPS story. Gosh, the good old days.